Hi beautiful people, my name is Mohammed. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching my video, welcome and thank you for watching. First of all, I'd like to appreciate everyone that left a comment, liked and subscribed to my channel. This really means a lot to me. I believe this will help my YouTube channel grow, and we're also growing as a community, so thank you guys so much, and I promise to always bring you guys good content. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about a digital bank that I personally use. I'm going to be sharing with you the advantage of using this bank, the downside of using this bank as well, and also giving you guys an overview of my personal account. So a lot of people might be asking, what is a digital bank? A digital bank is basically a bank that runs online. Every feature of this bank could be accessed through your mobile app, your desktop, or your laptop. So if this looks like a content you're interested in seeing, please do smash the like button and let's go. Welcome back guys. Before going deep into digital banking and all, I would like to touch on inflation. So what is inflation? Inflation is what happens when the price of goods and services goes up, thereby decreasing your buying power and also decreasing the value of your money. I'm going to pull up a chart to show you how inflation has affected the price of coffee. So a cup of coffee in 1970 goes for around 25 cents. The same cup of coffee in 2019 goes for around $1.59. This is as a result of inflation. The current inflation rate here in Canada sits at about 6.8%, which is 1.7% jump from what it was in January, which was 5.1%. And when inflation happens, the cost of living drastically goes up. We've seen that in recent time as the gas price surged across the country. So now, the big question is, how do we hedge against inflation? Well, there are several ways to hedge against inflation. One way to hedge against inflation is by investing your money in stock market. So by doing your own due diligence, doing your own research, and looking for a great company that has great pricing power. When the cost of this company increases, they are able to raise prices on their consumers. And when this company profits, their stock value increases. So if you invest your money in this kind of company, your money is definitely going to appreciate in value. A good example of this kind of company is Coca-Cola. And even though inflation might shake in the market a little bit, as we've seen recently, if it's a good company, it's always going to power through the test of time. Another way to hedge against inflation is by investing in precious metals, gold. A lot of people see this as a safe haven to protect their money and protect the value of their money through tough economic times. And lastly, another way to hedge against inflation is by putting your money in an high interest savings account, which brings me back to the digital bank I'm going to be talking about today. So the bank I'm talking about today is EQ Bank. It was founded in 1970 as Equatorial Trust Corporation, later launched in 2016 as EQuitable Bank, EQ. They offer a couple of good features that I'll be listing below. So one of the very features they offer is the eye-catching 1.50% interest on any amount you deposit with them. So you can deposit a minimum of $1 to a maximum of $200,000 and you earn 1.50% interest on your money. There is no monthly fee attached to EQ, so it's completely free. Compared to your regular bank that there are service charges and other hidden fees, it's completely free to bank with EQ. There's free Interact transfers. There is also free electronic transfers, which means you can transfer from like your regular bank, like a CIBC, onto the EQ bank, the EQ platform, and it's completely free. There's also free EQ to EQ transfers. So that means that if you have an high interest savings account with EQ, EQ also offers a TFSC account and an RRSP account. TFSC account is your tax-free savings account and RRSP is your registered retirement savings plan. So let's say you have your money sitting on an high interest savings account and you want to move it to your tax-free savings account. You can do this on the EQ platform and it's completely free. You'll also be pleased to know that EQ offers GIC, which is Guaranteed Investment Certificate. So this process, you lend EQ your money for an extended period of time. It could range from 3 months to 6 months to a year or even 5 years. And when the contract is completed, you earn a fixed interest rate. So EQ, on the EQ platform, you also be pleased to know that there is every deposit you make is protected by CDIC, which is the Canada Deposit Insurance Corporation. So when you make a deposit to EQ, it's protected and insured, so your money is safe. This part gave me a little skepticism in the beginning, but after I tried it out, everything was fine. It's completely protected. So on the disadvantage side of things with EQ is that everything is basically online, because it's a digital bank, so you can't just walk to a branch and talk to like a physical customer service. And also EQ doesn't give out a credit or debit card, so you can't just go out and make a withdrawal through an ATM or stuff like that if you need urgent cash. So if you need your money, all you need to do is just transfer out of the EQ bank to your personal bank, or make an e-transfer out of the EQ bank. So moving on now, I'm going to be sharing with you guys an overview of my personal account, and also sharing with you how much interest I've been able to accumulate since I started banking with EQ up until now. So stay tuned. Hello guys, so this is an overview of my account. You can see the 1.50 interest rate that is attached to it. So going to the GIC part, this is where you buy your GIC and you earn a fixed annual interest rate on your money. That's a mistake. So GIC range from 3 months to 6 months to a year or 2 years, even up to 7 years, and you earn this fixed amount of interest when it's completed. For 1 year, I think it sits around 3.65%. And yes, that's how you buy your GIC. Moving on now to the bill payment. You can manage your bills on here, set up recurring bills. So if you want to pay, like if you want the money to be taken out maybe at the beginning of the month or at the end of the month, you can pay for your hydro, your electricity, Enbridge, all sort of bills you have, or even your car insurance. And on this part, you can transfer between accounts like I explained earlier, send interact transfers, and it's completely free. You can also do international transfers, and also transfer from EQ to EQ Bank. I already explained this earlier. So on this part, you can make check deposits, right? So you just take the front picture and the back picture and just make the deposit of your check. Okay, moving on now. This is just the profile, and I think you can link an external account, maybe like your CIBC on there, and on that part as well you can set up your TFSA on here. So moving on now to the amount of money or interest I've been able to earn since I started using EQ up until now. So in the beginning, I started with $1,000 with EQ, so I made a deposit of $1,000 just to see how much interest that generates, and over time I started increasing it and just kept increasing. So my interest kept going up because I increased it. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so on the 1st of March I was able to earn $1.85. That's for the month of March. That's the interest I received. And on the month of April, on the 1st of April, I got $3.89. It jumped up. There's an increase there. Okay. And for the month of for the month of May, I earned $10.66. That's the interest I received for that month. And for the month of June, I earned $10.57. So in total, I made $26.97 in interest. So yes, that's how much I've made so far since I started, the interest I've made since I started using the EQ account. And all I needed to do was just keep money there, and this interest just keep coming in. That's it, guys. In total, I've been able to accumulate $26.97 since I started banking with EQ. And to some people this amount might not look like a lot of money, but to me I see it as a way to hedge against inflation and not completely lose the value of my money, and also get that passive income, because basically all I need to do, or all I needed to do, was just put my money there to generate this interest. This is literally money I didn't do anything for, and over time I believe this amount will compound and become a lump sum. So yes guys, by the way, I would just like to add, this is not financial advice. Anything I say in this video is just for educational and entertainment purpose only. You should do your own research, do your own due diligence, and make sure you read about EQ before setting yourself up. And if you decide to move ahead to set yourself up, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can use my code and you can get yourself started. So yes guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. This will help me a lot and help the YouTube algorithm. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.